All right, guys. Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Why is my hair so messy? How's everyone? If you can hear me, please type yes or yeah. There's no music right now, but yeah, you can treat my voice as music, or you can type me if you can hear me. All right. So let me also double check. And yeah, just to make sure everyone can hear. Before I go on, I can see David. David, what did you type? Because on the StreamYard, it doesn't show anything. Oh, yes. Thanks for letting me know. I think I suppose David typed a logo, I don't know, like a yes, thumbs up, the kind. All right, thanks for letting me know. All right, so what do you guys have dinner? What do you guys have for dinner? I just had my dinner just now. I had fish. 金木炉. Today my grandparents come to my house for dinner. So yeah, we cook quite a lot of dish like fish, fresh steamed fish, and then we have roasted duck and a lot of vegetables. All right, let me know what did you have. Duck rice. Oh, Rachel, you had duck rice. I see. Oh, Jackie had porridge. Hello, Jackie. Hey. Oh, you are here to support me. Thanks. Very happy. All right. So hi, Ruthia. Hi, nice to meet everyone. Jackie, wow, are you impressed by how much food that I ate just now? Okay. So hello, Lamwai. Great to see all of you. So happy to see all of you here to learn. And today I want to share with you a topic that an action I just did last week. All right. Last week, I actually sold some of the bank position that I have in my portfolio. And yeah, I sold away, and I want to explain to you the rationale behind why I decided to sell away, and how you can maybe decide for your own portfolio as well if you have banks in your portfolio currently. All right, but I also want to get to know, do you invest in banks? Okay, if you invest in banks, right, please type which bank are you investing. Okay, when I'm saying about investing, it's the stocks. Okay, not about, hey, I am buying unit trusts from banks or buying bonds. No, I'm just talking about really buying the stocks. All right, so let me know, what banks are you investing in right now? Okay, for myself, I invest in several banks, some in Singapore. Okay, in Singapore, BAC. Okay, Jackie invested in BAC. Oh, so is it because Chloe said that I sold away some stocks in the US? Okay, by the way, I sold stocks in the US, not in the Singapore counter. So the Singapore banks I still hold on because I use CPF to buy, and I felt that it's a generally good price. PB, if you watch my last week sharing, some of the banks right now, they do have a quite attractive valuation. Okay, PB 0.8 for UOB and OCBC, if I'm not wrong, somewhere around there, right? So I still hold on to my Singapore banks because I use CPF to buy, right? So no, I didn't change any position in that. So I can see that Lam Y is investing in ICBC Hong Kong. Oh, okay, that's good. I used to invest in ICBC Hong Kong as well. Their dividend yield was pretty attractive. Okay, but I also sold it away. I sold it away like a few months back because I wanted to. Okay, the reason why I sold away, because I wanted to use the cash for better opportunities in the US. All right, so what is the bank that I sold away? Let me just start share screen so that you guys can see. Hold on. Okay. Now I have to switch on my Facebook comments here on my handphone so that I can see your comments. So if you have any questions in between, just post it in the comment chat, okay, so that I can see it. Right. Okay, so Benedict invest in JP Morgan and BAC as well. Oh, okay, great. So let's see whether what was the counter that I sold. I only sold away one bank. I still have another position in another bank in the US. So later on, I will share with you my thought process. Okay, let's get started. All right, bye banks. Okay, I saw away some bye banks. Right. So what is the bank that I saw away? So there, as you know, there are quite a lot of banks in US that you can invest. You can buy your stocks right away. So for myself, I actually invested in two different banks in US, and I actually sold one of them. All right, I still keep the other one. Okay, and the reason why I did that is because here is the top 3 reasons I'm going to explain to you right now. The first one, okay, so 3 reasons. One of the reasons is because, I personally, what does it have to do with Warren Buffett, right? So as you know, Warren Buffett owns Berkshire Hathaway, and Berkshire Hathaway itself actually owns, invested in quite a few banks in the US. All right, so this is a portfolio. Warren Buffett owns it. So this is the portfolio that Berkshire is currently holding for the top 1, 2, 3, 4, about top 10 to 12. In total, it has about 43 right now. So you can see that actually Warren Buffett, he himself, right, he is he really loves investing in financial industry, financial sector, such as banks, insurance. If you know, Berkshire itself is actually runs several insurance companies under Berkshire as an umbrella. So that's why Warren Buffett has been really keen into this financial sector because he himself understands it well, right? So on top of that, he also owns several banks such as BAC. If you see that BAC, right, the weighting, it's about 10.85%. So that means for the portfolio that Warren Buffett, Berkshire Hathaway is holding right now, BAC, it's like 10% of his portfolio. Really, really substantial, coming from the fact that Warren Buffett owns multi billions of dollars, right? So 10% is like really huge, all right? So on top of that, you can see number 4, AXP is American Express, has to do with financial sector, something has to do with payments as well, right? And then if you look at WFC, all right, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Number 7, Wells Fargo, right, is another bank. So, but recently it did reduce, right? Followed by USB, which is another bank, US Bancorp, right? So yeah, so BAC, the weightage is about 2.4%, pretty close to Wells Fargo. And the last line is Bank of New York Mellon, so which is another bank, right? So out of so many banks that Warren Buffett owns, can anybody make a guess? Which bank did I sell away? Anybody make a guess? If you think, only 5 choice, BAC, or in fact only 4 choice, BAC, Wells Fargo, US Bancorp, and Bank of New York Mellon. For multiple choice, actually multiple choice, yeah, you choose one answer that you think I actually sold away, because originally the bank is in my portfolio, but I decided to sell away. So Lei Chun think that it's Wells Fargo. Calvin also think it's Wells Fargo. Quite a lot of you guys think it's Wells Fargo. BAC. David think it's BAC. and David owns BAC as well, right? I'm not sure. I know Jackie, he said he owns BAC. Wells Fargo. Oh, wow. A lot of answers coming in. Great. So Wells Fargo as well. Wow, a lot of you guess Wells Fargo because it may not be doing super well and stuff. Oh, great. Wow, so many of you guess Wells Fargo. But I didn't invest in Wells Fargo because I think the balance sheet of Wells Fargo is not extremely strong from the beginning. So that's why I actually didn't invest in Wells Fargo. So I invested in 2 banks. Actually, two of them are also inside here. And both of them have strong balance sheet. Very great in terms of the non-performing loan is very low. At the same time, the deposit has been growing, even though that the interest margin is getting really, really narrow recently because of COVID-19. Overall, the bank's performance, I think it's still solid. So I invested 2 of them. The first one is actually BAC, all right? So I personally am also a shareholder of BAC because Warren Buffett, he has so much conviction, no matter how much you study. When Warren Buffett owns 10%, 10% his portfolio is in this company, I think it really shows that he has a lot of conviction. And the price, the price that I enter didn't go too far away from the price that Warren Buffett entered as well. So I thought that it's a good price to go in, right? So another bank that I personally own, which is also in that list, it's US Bancorp. All right. So that stock that I sold away is actually USB. Right, so USB, it's still a solid company in my opinion. Okay, if I have the chance, but maybe not recent time. Okay, but if I have the chance, I think it's a great company to own. Right, but of course, because the fact that Warren Buffett also owns like 2.4%. Okay, so it doesn't show as much as conviction, okay, into USB compared to BAC, right? So that is the first sign that I feel that maybe USB in terms of the steadiness, or it maybe not as great as BAC. So that's why I decided to sell away. That is the first answer, but actually it's not the main answer. The real concern that I have is actually because of firstly, Warren Buffett already owns it, and second thing is I don't need to dual invest. But actually the second reason is the main reason, because the interest rate, right, has not been, well, what do you think? Okay, before I review my answer, what do you guys think? In the next 1 to 2 years, do you think interest rate is likely to remain low, or do you think it's going to go up? Okay, let me know. Okay, if you think it's likely in the next 1 to 2 years, if you think it's likely to remain low, please type low. Okay, however, if you think that maybe the interest rate is likely to, because can't go even lower, right? Now it's like actually it's almost zero, so you can't go even lower. You think that probability, I think, is going to increase, right? Type increase. Okay, let me know. Low. Okay, so Lam Wai think that the interest rate is like in the next 2 years likely to be remain low, right? Okay, what about other? Okay, for myself, I think so. I really think so, because based on the economic condition, COVID-19 has really brought tremendous impact, right, to the economy, right? And the reason why, okay, if you see Fed, right, okay, if you see the interest rate of actually all these years, you can see that since without even looking at the recent COVID-19 crisis, right? If you look at 2008, that crisis, right? Because of 2008, the financial crisis, the economy, it has really been like performing really badly. So that's why Fed decided to reduce the interest rate to near zero, same as current level right now, near zero, right? And the reason why Fed did that is because in order to spur up the economy, you want to make lending accessible, right? You want to make lending as easy as possible so that businesses are willing to take up the loan, and businesses are easier to take up the loan for further expansion, to hire people, to run their own businesses. And at the same time, consumers, maybe it's easier for us to take up loan to buy something, right? Buy house, buy car. So all these, right, will indirectly really create impact or create positive impact to the economy. And that's why Fed lower interest rate. And you can see that from 2008, 2009, all the way until 2016, right? The interest rate was almost flat, zero. It didn't increase for the next 7 years, in fact, right? So you can see that the gravity brought by financial crisis, and now COVID-19. Do you think? Yeah, a lot of you also agree, right? It's going to be low to near zero. In fact, now it's 0.25%. Okay, they always give a range, 0 to 0.25%, which is really close to zero. So COVID-19, the impact is huge as well. Now a lot of businesses are shutting down. Okay, and on top of that, people are getting unemployed, or many people are facing unemployment, right? So in order to really make the economy to start, the engine going again, the Fed really need to reduce the interest rate to make sure that there is enough, possibility, or enough easy entry of barrier for people to even borrow money, for business to even borrow money to continue to thrive, right? So that's why in the next actually 1 to 2 years, or maybe even longer, if you look at the past trend of a financial crisis, the interest rate is going to be remaining really low. So when interest rate is low, what happened to banks, right? So how banks most of the time make money is really through lending out money, right? You get your deposit from the customers, from every one of us, right? We put money in the bank. We basically we kind of lend our money to the bank, and then in return, bank give us a little bit of interest, right? And keep our money safe. And on top of that, when bank has this flow, right, have this deposit flow, they lend it out to someone else, to businesses, to other maybe people who want to borrow money, and that's how they earn the difference. That is the main way of how banks make money. So when the interest margin, right, is so low, the amount of money that they can make is very low as well. So that's why the revenue is definitely hugely impacted. And in fact, in recent 2 weeks, right, you can see that a lot of earnings are also coming up. So you can see how banks are doing in recent quarters as well. Not going to be doing very well, in fact, right? So that's why I think that, hey, if I were to continue to invest in banks, is this really the best choice? I know it's safe. I also believe that economy will recover, but how can I fully maximize my money even more, right? So that's when still got a magic word game. So today, right, by right, supposed to have the magic word game, but I'm going to change it, right? So I'm going to change it, and later on, I have a surprise for you. So if you manage to guess that correctly, you will also entitled to $50 TNL voucher. So once again, thanks David for reminding me. Okay, I think David think that, oh, Chloe forgot again, because last week Chloe forgot, right? But this time Chloe purposely chose to play another game, right? And that is to my advantage. So later on you can participate and see whether you guess it correctly, but not now. So now don't have magic word. Okay, so that's why here comes the next important question that I also want to share tonight, right? Exactly when to sell, right? Chloe, you talk about long-term investing, right? You talk about, hey, if you are willing to invest in the stocks for long-term, then why bother selling it within a short period of time, especially when the industry is not doing well. In fact, it could be a good time to enter, right? So I totally agree with you. Actually, I think these statements still hold true. However, there are also other factors that I will consider and decide whether do I want to hold on to the stocks, do I want to add some more or buy the stocks, or do I want to sell away. So this will be, David, thanks for your thumbs up. Your bunny is so cute, okay? So yeah, that's why when to sell. These 4 reasons, right, are the main reasons, not just me. In fact, a lot of very solid investors, they also go through the same process, same thinking process. And that's why if you are learning to invest, and especially if you are a beginner, you are wondering when to sell, I believe this will be helpful for you. All right. So the first one is actually the reason for buying the stock no longer exists. So what does that mean? Is, for example, last time you buy, let's say, let's use a very extreme example, like maybe Kodak. Okay, Kodak, right? Last time you bought Kodak, is because, wow, it's like domineering in the filming industry, camera. We also use films to shoot, right? So Kodak really used to be the king, right? So you bought it because it was a market leader. It has economy mode because people use it. There is no better alternative, right? So you bought it, but then what happened? When digital camera came out, Kodak really faced the risk of not being able to sell its product anymore because people don't have the better alternative, right? So the reason why you bought Kodak no longer exists, then it could be, it's really a mistake to continue to hold on to it. So sometimes if it's a loss, you just have to cut it, because even though it's painful, it's more painful letting your loss continue to sink further and further to no return. Okay, I see that in many investors. They just don't want to cut because they feel that they have to realize the loss. But I want to let you know that if you don't realize the loss, the pain will forever be there. And there is no way you're going to recover because it's a bad business. It's a bad business already, right? So sometimes cut means cut, right? Painful, but get over it. Use the cash that you get back to invest in real solid business. That's even more important. And that's how you grow your portfolio as well, right? So the second factor, which is pretty similar to the first factor as well, right? So the business deteriorates. Okay, it used to be a great business, but now it had faced huge competition, or maybe the risk is so grave that it really permanently impacts the business, right? And which is the exact example that I just used, right? Kodak really faced the huge risk of digitalization, couldn't cope, couldn't keep up, the business deteriorate, no point holding on any further. So that's when you want to sell away, right? But, okay, the next one is, hey, what is portfolio rebalancing? Okay, so as an investor, it's always important, okay, to have a portfolio, right? If you understand the portfolio, the importance of having a portfolio, please type portfolio in the comment, because at the end of the day, we can choose great company to invest, right? And you can also make a lot of money by investing in great company. But if you just invest in 1 to 2 stocks, okay, that means you are really betting very heavy in 1 to 2 companies. They could be great companies, but what if they turn out to be the Kodak, the next Kodak, right? Couldn't keep up with the technology, the business nature change, the society demand change. That's how when you are betting in something that is so huge, that means your majority, 50%, 80% of the portfolio is inside 1 to 2 stocks. That's when you also face the trouble when the stock is not going to the direction that you want, right? You end up losing more than you could ever imagine, right? So that's why it's really important to have a portfolio. And my advice to you is to minimally like have 10 stocks, okay, minimum, because 10, that means 10% each, okay, even though 1 to 2 company don't do well, end up to be Kodak, but then you still have 80% or more inside a portfolio that is still great company to hold on for the long term, right? So exactly how do you know whether it's a great company? Actually, we've been sharing a lot. Okay, we also have our OMI courses to teach you guys how to find great companies, how to use options to supercharge your return. Yeah, so so that is just something that I think portfolio is really, really important to build, right? So the last reason why you can consider to sell is you actually see that there are better opportunities out there, right? So for myself, actually, why did I sell away USB? It's not because the reason for buying no longer exists. It's still a great bank, great balance sheet, right? Like I mentioned, the business actually still doing well, right? The deposit is also healthy, growing, even though the net interest margin is lower right now. But I know that give it time, when the economy recover, when the net interest, the margin, okay, the interest rate actually increase, this bank will be a solid bank to continue to hold. But the main reason that I decided to sell away is because I do see that there are better opportunities to invest out there compared to holding on to these banks for, don't know, maybe 2-3 years or more before I can see some substantial gain in the return, right? So that's for myself that I really believe that if I use the cash that I sell away, okay, I sold away the stocks, right? I use the cash, I can invest in really faster growing businesses. And that's because my own portfolio, I am all more towards growth. Okay, and at the same time, I already own Berkshire, right? I own BRK. Berkshire also has USB inside, even though not a lot, about 2%, but it still owns parts of it. So, and if you think about long term, USB versus Berkshire, which one do I have more confidence in? I have more confidence in Berkshire because it's such a diversified business, right? And at the same time, it has great management as well. It's also much easier to understand Berkshire, in my opinion, compared to understanding USB itself as a company. So if I sell away my USB shares, I can also use that cash to buy more Berkshire or buy more companies that I think have more potential to grow despite of COVID-19. So that is yes, exactly. So David said there's opportunity cost, right? So that's why I want to use my money wiser to allocate for something else better, right? In this scenario. So that's the reason why. So here are my top 3 reasons. I hope you guys find it helpful. Okay, if you find it helpful, let me know, type helpful. And in the meantime, here is the chance for you to win the $50 voucher. Okay, what's going to happen is, actually a lot of you, right? Actually, recently my company also, they say, hey, Chloe, like we have to spice up the show, okay? We have to spice up the show. We need to make the show very engaging, very interactive. So apart from the magic word game, we have to do something else, right? For our audience, right? Then they say, hey, if you are like you really enjoy singing, right? And you also don't mind singing in front of the audience, why not? You just sing for them. So okay, but I'm going to sing. But do you guys want me to sing? Okay, if you want me to sing, right, please type sing. Then I can roughly know that, okay, I still have some audience here who want some entertainment while learning from us. Okay, I think at the end of the day, online learning, it should be fun, right? It should be fun. It should be engaging, interactive. So thanks everyone for all your comments. And at the same time, I also want to perform for you if you don't mind me singing, okay? If you sing, thank you. Thank you, David. Thank you, Laju. All right, thank you. Oh, Rachel is here, right? So now it's before I sing, right? This is the time for you to win the $50 vouchers based on this picture, okay? Guess the title of the song. Okay, guess the title of the song. Hint, it's a Chinese song. Okay, it's a Chinese song. Okay, it's not English because most of the time I listen to Chinese song more and I listen to Canto song more. So it's a Chinese song. Based on this, what does it feel like to you? Okay, what does it feel like to you? Anybody make a guess? If you are the first one who can guess it correctly, then you also get to take away $50 TNL voucher where you can use to buy courses, maybe OMI, maybe our COC, creator of online courses, or maybe you can buy our online course, right, already available on our online course platform. Oh my God！ 等一下，哇，很多人这么快猜出来。David say 热带雨林。Lei Chun say 热带雨林。哇 you are very fast you're very fast. Smart though, that's right. I'm going to sing 热带雨林 by SHE. Congratulations! Hey David, you got your vouchers before, your $50 TNL voucher. 快唱Lei Chun say 快点唱 Okay, 我要开始唱了。So how So who should I give? I should give to David, right? Since David is the first one, even though he didn't manage to type in Chinese, but solid lah. You are SHE fan. You must be a SHE fan. Okay, let me get ready my 热带雨林伴奏。哇 Jackie 这边哈哈哈。OK， 让我喝一点水先。Switch to Channel 8， 因为现在是8频道的时间。Hey, but I haven't sing for a long time. Later I 找下。If you know how to sing, you can sing together with me in front of your computer. And anybody love SHE song? If you love SHE, please type SHE. I like them a lot when I was very young.
等风过境，回忆冻结成冰，我的付出全都要不到回应。会很久，像是连绵不断的丘陵，痛苦全方位降临。悲伤如侵，誓言下落不明，我找不到那些爱过的曾经。你像在寂寞伤口盘旋的秃鹰，将我向你啃食干净。月色摇晃树影，穿梭在热带雨林，你离去的原因从来不说明。 你的方向陷阱，我最后才清醒。幸福只是水中的倒影，月色阳光树影，穿梭在热带雨林，悲伤的雨不停，全身血淋淋。那深陷在沼泽我不堪的爱情，是我无能为力的伤心。Can join Singapore Got Talent. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Javin. Actually, I used to join 校园 Superstar. But I got kicked out the first round. So sad. 悲伤入侵，誓言下落不明，我找不到那些爱过的曾经。你像在寂寞上空盘旋的秃鹰，将我跟你溶蚀干净。月色摇晃树影，穿梭在热带雨林，你离去的原因从来不说明，你的方向陷阱，我最后才清醒。幸福只是水中的倒影，月色摇晃树影，穿梭在热带雨林，悲伤的雨不停，全身血淋淋。那边潜在沼泽我不甘的爱情，是我无能为力的伤心。Alright 月色摇晃树影，处在热带雨林，你离去的原因从来不说明，你的方向陷阱，我最后才清醒。幸福只是水中的倒影，月色摇晃树影，穿梭在热带雨林，悲伤的雨不停，全身血淋淋。那深陷在沼泽我不堪的爱情，是我无能为力的伤心。
Alright, hope you guys enjoyed the song. And congratulations, David, for winning the $50 TNL voucher. So, yeah, I'll be PMing you and how to claim that voucher. And thanks everyone for staying tuned. And yeah, thanks everyone for enjoying the song too. Okay, hope you guys have a great evening and we will see you very, very soon. Oh, by the way, I'm going to launch have some pre-launch. Okay, we are going to have a contest, like a challenge in December. If you realize, I actually posted it inside our PNL Facebook group. Okay, and we said that we are going to launch a challenge very soon in December. And when you take part in the challenge, right, you will get to win amazing prizes. Okay, amazing prizes that you all vote. You all vote that you like it, and that's why we want to give it to you as well. So we'll be launching this contest, this challenge very soon. Do stay tuned and participate so that we have a super amazing runway to a successful 2021. Okay, so that's all, everybody. You have a great evening. Bye bye. See you very soon.